What's going on, guys? Victor here from Dexter Outdoors. I got this little Scamp Grouper. I'm going to show you guys how to fillet. In today's fillet demo, we're going to use an 8-inch Dexter narrow fillet knife. I'll have it linked below. With any fish, feel around towards the soft part of the head meat. Feel around with your thumb, see where it ends. Go around, follow that pec fin. Just go down like that. Okay, now we take the tip of our knife, line our fillet with the edge of the fillet table. And this is just to kind of outline our fillet. And it really gives you a basis to work off of. So now once you do that, get your knife on that spine and make sure it's on the spine and not just on the meat. So when I lift up, what I mean is that's spine right there. I can feel the hard part of the fish is resting on the knife, and you can hear it. It's a distinct sound when you're on bone rather than through fillet. So we go all the way to the backbone. Once we get to the backbone, we're gonna go right here. You can hear that knife breaking through the pin bones. The pin bones attach the rib cage to the fillet. Once we break through the pin bones and get over that rib cage, take the tip of your knife and just gently glide along the other side of the backbone. Once you do that, you can kind of just finish out your fillet and let the knife go where it wants to go. One hand on the fillet, one hand on the knife, and that's all there is to it. Now you might be thinking, well, I've been taught or I've seen people take their knife and just run it right alongside the fish. There's nothing wrong with that. The only problem that occurs when you do that, if you're in a rush, go ahead and do it. But every fish's backbone is slightly raised, some more than others. So with a slightly raised backbone, if my knife is flush against there, I'm leaving a little bit of fish on both sides of the backbone. If you got time, highly suggest doing it this way. Go over the rib cage, don't be lazy, get all the fillet off. Otherwise you will be missing a little bit. So now we can take our grouper, flip them over. Soft part of the head meat, once again. Down, flip them around. And if you guys see me working one way or another, everybody's leverages are different. You know, if you're left-handed, you might want to start from the tail to the head to the tail. Put the knife in your hand and go where you're most comfortable with. I think that's the number one thing when it comes to filleting. You want to come on this side? So for example, on this side of the fish, I like to go from the head to the tail and kind of work this way. So same thing, we're just going to outline just with the tip. Okay, once we make the initial outline, one hand on the fillet, and it's really nice to have this flexible knife. You know, we make a 7-inch and an 8-inch because it kind of contours to the fish's body. And smaller fish, like this smaller grouper, they have a delicate skeletal structure. So fish with a delicate skeletal structure, you don't want a very stiff knife, because if you do have a stiff knife, you're gonna break through things that you're not supposed to be breaking through. So we separate it all the way to the backbone, left hand on the fillet, above the rib cage once again. Okay, and yes, I am taking my time. I could do this very fast if I wanted to, but I really want to show people the proper way to do it and every little nuance there is to filleting this fish. Okay, see, left hand on there, lift it up. Don't ever want to curl like that. You want to just lift it straight. Now we can just finish it out, just like that. And that's all there is to it. If you can see that light coming through the bones, you know you did a good job. To finish out your fillet, you want to line it up with the edge of the fillet table, tail towards you, head away from you. And once again, perfect knife because it's got the flex to contour to the skin. You don't want it like completely flush, you want it at a slight angle pointing down. And you kind of just, nice long strides, right? You kind of just go down, and all you're doing is separating the fillet from the skin. As you guys see, there's our skin. We discard that. Now the only thing you got left to do is those pin bones we broke through earlier. Go to the head half of the fish, run your finger along the middle, along the bloodline, and feel around. Go on one side of it, go on the other side of it, lift up, cut it out. And it generally, pin bones only run about halfway down the length of the fish, but every fish is different. So that's why you really got to just feel it first. And that's all there is to it. Boneless, skinless, almost no bloodline Scamp Grouper fillet. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. 8-inch Dexter narrow fillet. We'll have it linked below. You guys can find all of our knives at dexteroutdoors.com. I want to thank you guys once again so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment with any suggestions, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.